Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a twist and curl featuring my hair model slash sister. This is her first time doing a twist and curl on her natural hair. She doesn't usually wear her natural hair out unless she's doing some type of ponytail hairstyle. So this is going to be different for her. She's on the journey of learning to love her natural hair more, and I'm here to help. I'm here to show her, like, look, when you want to break from the wigs and weaves and braids, these are different styles that you can do with your natural hair. So stay tuned if you want to see the end results. Basically, I start off with, I believe her hair was freshly washed, and I just went in and dampened it with some aloe vera spray, and then I'm using the Cantu shea butter products to do this twist and curl. So I'm using the leave-in and also the twist and curl gel. They're not from the same, they're from the same brand but not from the same line, but they're both Cantu, so it shouldn't really matter. I did not get any flaking with these two products, and of course I'll leave all the information down below. The rollers, I got them from Amazon, some soft foam rollers in a pack. The sectioning clips I got from PAX. The black Denman comb, or Denman brush I should say, is a really good tool to have if you're doing this type of style. It's got 3 teeth layers and it's really great for detangling the hair in small sections. So I always use that brush whenever I'm doing a twist out or a twist and curl. And it's great for those with short hair as well. So you're just going to see me twist up all of this quadrant of her head, and then I'm going to go in and put the rollers in next. Whilst working on her hair, we were having a little discussion about natural hair and the ability for us as black girls to love our natural hair more and more. And it would have definitely been easier if somebody had taught us from a very young age. So I think this new generation of young black girls growing up, they're very fortunate. The ones between the age of 3 and 21, very fortunate, because you have YouTube to learn from. YouTube didn't come about until I was about 16, and by then a lot of your limiting beliefs have already set into place in your mind. And there was a lot of limiting beliefs that not only I had, but a lot of black people in general had, based on their natural hair. And yes, I understand it may have started with slavery, but we've got to take some accountability too. Like, we've been carrying on those negative stereotypes and beliefs for a long time, from one generation to the next. And so whilst it might be too late for those who are 80 years old and upwards, it's not too late for those who are, like, let's say anywhere from 20 to 60 years old, because we've got so much resources around us, so much books, workshops, seminars, beauty shows, things that we didn't have before. But yes, it's definitely easier. When I have my children in the future, I'll definitely be teaching them about loving their African side, their black side, whatever black features they have. I'll definitely be teaching them about loving those things from a young age, so that they don't have to go through this process. We shouldn't have to go through this process. When most other people outside of the black community go through self-love issues, because everybody has them. It's got nothing to do with their phenotypes. It's got nothing to do with their hair texture. It's got nothing to do with their skin color. So it's time for Black people to just move past all of that. Like, yes, I understand it started with slavery, but we've come a long way, and it's time for us to just move past all of that and stop carrying on, I should say, this mythology of, you know, Afro hair isn't good enough, kinky coily hair isn't good enough, or it's only nice if it's long, it's only acceptable if it's curly, it's only beautiful if it's silky. Stop carrying on that pathology. Moving on as well, earlier I did mention wigs and weaves in my statement, and I know there's this whole thing about, you know, well, if you love your natural hair, why are you wearing the wigs and why are you wearing the weave? It's okay to have a protective style, it's okay to have a break from your natural hair, in my opinion, and I don't believe that people should be shaming women and girls for doing so. Or I should be more specific, Black people shaming Black women and girls for doing so. Everybody's got a different hair story, a different hair history, different medical condition. Some people are suffering with hair loss, hair thinning, etc. And you need the protective styles. And yes, you can use textured hair as well. It doesn't have to be silky and straight. It can be textured hair, but also Black hair is very versatile. If we want to straighten it, we can straighten it. If we want to curl it, we can curl it. If we want to add waves, we can add waves. So I don't see the problem with taking a break and wearing the wigs and weaves every now and again, but then still having that self-love for your natural hair and for your whatever Black attributes you have. So, not to continue to beat a dead horse, but I just wanted to raise those points, especially with certain videos that I've watched recently. It kind of just triggered that conversation, and the hairstyle, us doing the hairstyle came about organically, but definitely the conversation was triggered by some of those videos that we've been watching. So this is how springy and bouncy the hair is using those products. And now I'm going to go ahead and oil the scalp. I made this oil and I made a video about it as well. So I'll leave that link down below or at the end of the video. And then you just wrap the rollers on just like any other roller. You secure it with the twisties at the end. And these are very comfortable to sleep in. So if you want to leave them in for 24 to 48 hours, you can definitely do so. And it gives you a nice springy curl, in my opinion. So I would definitely recommend these rollers to anybody who wants to buy them. And I've seen YouTubers with longer hair try these and it still gave them a nice curl pattern at the end. So she's going to sleep on this overnight and we're going to be back the following morning. So this is the next morning and we're now taking out the rollers one by one. I did the back off camera. You have to be gentle to not disturb the curl pattern and to not produce any extra frizz. Next, I'm going in with some more of the hair oil all over, making sure to get the scalp as well and the ends of the hair, so that when I untwist, there'll be minimum frizz produced, or no frizz in some cases. And her hair was 100% dry the following day. What helped with that is the fact that she air dried before bed, covered it with a satin scarf also before bed, and then used the shower cap in the morning. So I'm just going in and separating all the twists once or twice. I'm not separating too much because we want the style to last. The more you separate, the more volume you may get, but also the more frizz you may get, and you lose the definition faster. So in this case, we prefer definition over the excessive volume. Next, I'm going in with the Afro pick, and if you notice, I stop at a certain point. I don't pull the Afro pick all the way throughout the curls or all the way throughout the hair strand. I'm just lifting the roots, fluffing the roots, making sure that the parting is covered and creating a bit more volume. Next, I'm going to go in and add some edge control to the front of her hair and slick back her edges basically. That's how I normally wear it, but when she took over, she added some baby hairs later on. And I use a soft baby brush. You can use a medium bristle brush if you want to, if the soft one is too soft for you. And this is just an old tights that I've cut up into pieces, and now we're using that as a headband. So the looser you tie it, the more out the puff will be, the more volume the puff will have. The tighter you tie it, the more closed the puff will be, and it will look more like a ponytail rather than a TWA. These are the end results. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.